Hi. As an investor, you find it difficult to track earnings estimates from stocks. So here with EPSMomentum.com, you can quickly track it and see the revision score for every stock. Again, making your life as an investor easier. So here we are, the revision widget. Very easy, you click on this icon here to enable this widget. So what it does, it lets you see the full picture of earnings estimates, earning per shares estimates for the stock. So you have the current quarter, the next quarter, the current year, and the next year, all displayed here in number. So it's very difficult to track how, from a 2.5 you go to 2.1, then 194, 195. It's difficult to see where it is going. Plus, all those revisions are very spotty and change it or jump over time very quickly, a little bit all over the map, right? Well, so what we did is we set up this revision score. So the revision score is based on the change of every single of those metrics here. C minus 19%, minus 8% for this one from here to here, and so on all the way to now, this is the latest reading here on the top, and that's it. So the revision score is really the trend of that growing or declining estimates of a variable, right? So, and we can see over 90 days ago or more than that, it was 4.1, went to 5.6, then dropped down, and so on. The important thing is, from the earning day here, which is the 30th of April, 2020, that would be about here, right? So from that day onward, you can see that the revision have changed completely. They went from negative going down to, oh, hold on, let me just go back up here. And here, this is tracked, and this is probably the most important number here, is the revision score change. This score is really the change since the earning date, right? So it's important. Why? Because the picture and the discussion around Apple here has completely changed from a negative perspective to a positive one, right? And you can see it turn around. So very quickly, by just typing in a stock here, you can monitor the revision and see, for example, you click on IBM, right? You select IBM, and here you can see the revision here going down. Or you can click on, can select Google, right? Again, revision going down, and so on. So you see the revision picture very clearly, and you can see the trend. You can also pair it with the earning cycle, which we'll go through in another video, but it's basically the earning momentum tracked with the revision score. So as the earning momentum decline, decelerate, the revision decelerate as well, and you can see here it's in the neglected quadrant. The last point is the green one. So again, that revision score is very important. Revision widget as well is one of the leading indicator, if not only the leading indicator, when you look at a stock. So what else can I go if I want to look for revision? So go in the screener. In the screener, you have an entire section called Estimates Revision. There's a couple of fields that are important there. So for example, the revision sequential change. So this is since the beginning of the quarter, the change in earnings. So again, I can see, the change in estimates, the revision in estimates, in the revision score. And here, this is the field. So ideally, you want to set it to positive or greater than 0. Why? Because you want all the stocks that Wall Street has changed its mind on and that are now have positive revision. The other one is the very short 7-day revision change last. So the last 7 day. That's the equivalent of that first line here. Here it is 0 zeros, but if I go back to Apple, maybe it had, see, this is a positive, very late, the last 3-4 days revision, positive revision. So if you filter by that, which is this one, right? You filter by that, you get the one that have just been revised lately, and here we can see Apple, right? So those two fields are very important. Here you have the target price, whether it has been raised or not. Here you have the Wall Street recommendation as well. So 1 is the best, 5 is the worst. So a stock between 1 and 2 is extremely highly ranked by analysts. This is based on Zacks research analyst recommendation scoring. And finally, you have the revision change 3 months. So that might have painted another picture, because the 3 months is this. So it's basically the distance from here to here, if is the trend going up or down. So as you can see, the trend is down, but really the recent trend since the earning is up. So anyway, this is still useful. Maybe you want that to be positive as well. So you set it to greater than 0, right? So this is greater than 0. And now you only have stocks that ATVI here that have positive over 3 months. Very good revision score. Since the 5th here, the 4th of May, rallying 219% increase, pretty high up, and it shows in the stock price. So again, very useful tools here. Play around with these variable. There's many others. Very useful to add this to your arsenal and to use it in a good way every day. Finally, you have this revision winner search that brings you all the revision score winner. Is pretty much the type of screening tool that I just shown. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.